Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another WWE Universe episode number 8 to be exact, and the final episode before, of course, our pay-per-view, which will, of course, be WWE Over the Limit. And what a pay-per-view it's shaping up to be. We've got a big episode here on Universe Mode for you guys right here on the Blitzwinger channel. So without further ado, you know what? Oh gosh, what the heck happened? Yeah, I don't even know what the heck happened there. Just decided to start editing stuff even though I never pressed that. Okay, that makes sense. Well, there you have it. So without further ado, let's get into our very first matchup, which will be, of course, the newly crowned Intercontinental Champion, RYBACK, taking on a challenger who has not been seen very often on the Blitzwinger channel here in action, and that is, of course, Drew McIntyre. This is a non-title match, but if Drew can win, of course, that would position him very, very solidly in terms of trying to make a claim for that title that now is around the waist of RYBACK. So, a very cool little matchup set up here. Will be intriguing to see how it unfolds, in a great way to kick off Monday Night Raw. An absolutely spectacular an absolutely spectacular Raw set for you guys. Sorry about that. An absolutely spectacular Raw is set to go down tonight. We've got the return of the one and only, the Doctor of Thugonomics has returned to the WWE. John Cena will be in the main event tonight, going one-on-one with KANE, of all people. So that should be a spectacular match. I'm very much looking forward to that contest. It will be intriguing to see how things unfold. And look at that. Oh, God. You see, that's RYBACK's momentum and power. He completely just took down that referee with a huge clothesline. What the hell? That's the former champion. The Miz is out here. The Miz is out here. What's the Miz doing out here? My goodness. What's going on here? Oh, RYBACK with a big counter. But I don't think RYBACK realizes that the Miz is right behind him. Skull-crushing finale to the Miz. My goodness. The skull-crushing finale. The skull-crushing finale. And look at this now. The Miz is waking up the referee. God. 2, 3. Drew McIntyre earns himself a victory here tonight. And the Miz definitely positions himself very, very strongly in terms of wanting a rematch. He, of course, has talked about it already on Twitter the entire week leading up to this episode of Raw. And, of course, RYBACK has been very silent yet deadly in his responses. He was well, that sounded very contradictory, but RYBACK was very how do I say that, minimal in his responses. All he said is "feed me Miz ... So I think RYBACK might have accepted that challenge. That being said, as you can see, the Miz makes him pay for it early on here tonight in our opening contest as he strikes RYBACK with that skull-crushing finale, almost trying to send a message to RYBACK. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and exit because obviously I usually play through only one matchup. So we don't want it to be the Divas match because obviously we want to kind of set things up much more effectively. The other big news that I have for you guys is that at the end of the show tonight, The Rock and CM Punk will make their match official as they will sign the contract for the match. So it will be very exciting to see how that will transpire, as The Rock and CM Punk will finally, hopefully, put their differences aside and will be able to just civilly sign that contract. They have honestly shown a little bit of respect to one another. I think that The Rock understands how big of an opportunity this is. So I am expecting a very exciting segment come the end of the show. So be on the lookout for that. So next up, we had Beth Phoenix defeat Alicia Fox. You want to talk about setting yourself up for a #1 contender spot? The best way to do it is to defeat the champion. Beth Phoenix on an amazing roll right now in her career. She was able to defeat Kelly twice within the span of 3 weeks. And then, of course, now she's able to defeat Alicia Fox, positioning herself very strongly come the WWE Over the Limit pay-per-view 6 days from tonight. She will definitely be the #1 contender for Alicia Fox's women's title. Next up, we've got a big brawl going on. Apparently, I'm hearing this right now. I'm hearing a lot of news from the back right now that apparently there's some sort of a brawl going on. If we could get some cameras back there, that would be tremendous. I'd love to see some cameras back there. If we could get some cameras, they're really working on that right now, ladies and gentlemen. But there is apparently some sort of a backstage brawl going on in the back. Apparently it's involving Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler. I heard that Dolph Ziggler has assaulted Jack Swagger from behind, and my goodness, I can't wait to get a shot in the back there, so if we could please get a shot there. Excellent, here we go, we've got some cameras in the back, finally. My goodness, oh god, look at that. It looks like Jack Swagger has regained control over the situation back there. And now look at this, Jack Swagger, oh god, he just sends Dolph Ziggler headfirst into that, oh god, that equipment box, those equipment boxes, they are so heavy. Those things are ridiculously heavy. And look at this now Dolph is delivering the damage. Oh, look at this. No. German suplex on the concrete floor. My God. I mean, Dolph Ziggler has nearly become obsessed with Jack Swagger. He wants to get this revenge. He lost to Jack Swagger after getting some good momentum going in his singles matches, and he wants revenge. He has made his voice clear. He has made his opinion clear. He wants to damage the career of Jack Swagger. He wants to show him that, as he said, I am quoting now, that he is the Shawn Michaels of this tag team. He is not the Marty Jannetty. Jack Swagger is the Marty Jannetty, and Dolph Ziggler will be the successful singles competitor at the end of both of these guys' careers. My God, what a move there by Swagger, who now nails another German suplex. Oh God, and it looks like Jack Swagger just got knocked out with that last German suplex. My God, and look at that, Dolph just talking trash and of course showing off right over the top of his former teammate Jack Swagger. These two, if you don't know, will go to war at WWE Over the Limit as well. There will be a singles contest between the two, so be on the lookout for that, where they will finally be able to settle their differences in what will be an absolutely spectacular match, and I'm looking forward to it very much so. Oh God, sorry about that. What is going on with me? It's like when you don't record for a little while, you get rusty a little. Alright, so we've got the tag team contest between R-Truth and Kofi Kingston taking on Primo and Epico. And R-Truth and Kofi Kingston have got a strong momentum roll going into the WWE Over the Limit pay-per-view, as they were able to overcome their number one contenders in Primo and Epico. That being said, will they be able to replicate tonight's performance come the pay-per-view? And now it is time for our main event of the evening, as John Cena and Kane go to war. John Cena finally making his return here to the WWE. John Cena has not been active for the last about 3 to 4 months. Of course, rehabilitating, and then he had a movie shoot, which was definitely an interesting choice, career choice by John Cena. But now he's back. He said he's focused. He has brought back that fire, that hustle, loyalty, respect attitude that he so easily and famously made so successful within the wrestling world. And now he will set foot in his return match against no easy tasks. This is a hell of a match to go up against, and that is of course the Big Red Machine, Kane. Kane has been a very dominant force, as much as I hate saying this, but Kane has almost become, unfortunately, somewhat of a gatekeeper, to where if you want to make it into that elite position in the WWE, you have to walk through Kane. So if Cena feels like he has got enough momentum going for him, he should be able to overcome the Big Red Machine here tonight. So here we go. Looks like Cena is going for a big body slam on Kane. And now Cena is showing a lot of... Cena has got much leaner, as you can see over his timeout. He has really kind of shrunk his mass. He said that he wants to go back to the more quicker John Cena, the more fast-paced John Cena, able to deliver more in terms of winning marathon matches, as he quoted to me when we talked backstage. He said that he doesn't want to wrestle any of these highly explosive quick matches anymore. He wants to be a very explosive athlete, but at the same time, he told me that he wants to be a much more quicker, dynamic performer in the ring, and being able to last those longer matches, where he had told me that he honestly believes that a lot of the times he had a lot of problems against CM Punk and the bunch, simply because, oh God, look at this, can he win early on here? He's got Kane up. And down goes Kane with the attitude adjustment. He goes for the pin. 1, 2. Kane kicks out at the last moment. My God. But John Cena, very impressive early on here. As I just said before, a very quickly paced John Cena. But Cena said that he believes that oftentimes he lost to the challenges of a John Cena or a Dolph Ziggler simply because he would not be able to keep that same kind of like, you know, momentum going and everything for such a long pace. He said that CM Punk would be able to last a much longer period of time in the match and be able to absorb as a result of that much more damage. CM Punk wrestled a marathon and John Cena wrestled a sprint. So, God, good belly-to-belly suplex there from John Cena, who goes for a quick cover now. Kane out by the 1 count, and a big clothesline takes him down again, and Cena with another cover. 1, 2. Kane kicks out at the 2 count this time. And now Cena with the big rights and lefts. Of course, nothing technical about John Cena, but he is still very, very effective in that squared circle. He's setting up Kane to the top rope. And now Cena with a big right hand. What's he going for now? Uh-oh. A big suplex here. My God. John Cena picking him back up. Delivers a big clubbing right hand. As he goes for that other hand, he misses. Kane comes down, misses the drop kick. John Cena very effective at dodging that maneuver. A very dangerous move. Imagine getting hit with a... Oh, God. But now Kane with a counter. And but imagine getting hit with a big behemoth like Kane coming at you with a drop kick off the top rope. That must not feel pleasant. Uh-oh, look at this now. Cena, though, firing off on all cylinders. Cena seems to be very fresh, very focused here. There's that fisherman suplex that he has made so damn famous at this point. And now Cena, what's John Cena going for higher? Oh, look at that. Here we go. Is it time for the 5-knuckle shuffle once again? Can he do it again? Here we go. John Cena has got Kane set up. He goes off the ropes. The 5-knuckle shuffle. He's setting up Kane again. The crowd is going bananas. Can he hit another FU? Can he be successful at it again? And that's another FU to the big red machine. John Cena very impressive early on here in this scuffle. And now what's Cena going for now? What's John Cena going for now? I thought he would just go for the pin there. John Cena. Oh, God, another FU. He's going to go for another FU. Here we go again. My goodness. Can he get the pin after the second one? 1, 2, 3. John Cena wins and is very impressive in his return to the WWE. CM Punk, Rock, as much as they are involved in our main segment of the night, as they will be signing a contract in just a moment's time. But that being said, you better watch out. You better not hide, because John Cena is coming to town. There you have it. John Cena victorious here tonight in what was an absolutely spectacular performance from John. I am very impressed. I did not think that we were going to see this John Cena necessarily. John Cena trying to show that, of course, loyalty component of his belief system. Unfortunately, Kane does not really see it that way. Well, there you have it, guys. So without further ado, let's cut to our main segment, which of course will be The Rock and CM Punk signing the contract. They will be accompanied by Vince McMahon, and from what I've just been told, if there's a physical altercation taking place between these two, the match is off, it will be over. And I'm sure that that will definitely add to the civility of this particular contract signing. So let's cut to that after this commercial break. Well, there you have it, guys. That is, I guess the match is official. I am honestly surprised that that went as civilly as it did. Usually, of course, we see a big brawl break out at a contract signing. So, of course, very civilized opponents. These two will go to war, I'm sure, as civil as that contract signing was. Come over the limit this Sunday. I think that those two will beat the holy hell out of each other as The Rock and CM Punk go to war at WWE Over the Limit in our main event of the evening, which will be for, of course, the WWE Championship. So make sure to tune in on our next episode of the Universe Mode, which will, of course, feature the entire pay-per-view. We'll play it through it top to bottom. So without further ado, let's get to our next show, which is, of course, Smackdown. The only thing I'd like to check before we get rolling with Smackdown is one component. Wait. Yeah, okay, let's turn that to Legend then. That's odd, because I beat the holy hell out of Kane so quickly, it was easy. Alright, so this will make a much more difficult game for us, so let's get rolling. Alright, so we've got Rob Van Dam and Jimmy Uso as our opening match. Rob Van Dam, of course, has been out of action as well. We have a lot of competitors that have been on an injured list or had some other priorities, but now are returning full-time to the WWE roster. And of course, Rob Van Dam going one-on-one with Jimmy Uso in what was a spectacular contest. The two put on a heck of an opener, and Rob Van Dam was able to score the victory after, of course, the 5-star Frog Splash. Next up, Cody Rhodes again continuing to rack up those W's as he defeats Sin Cara. I am not really certain if at this point, with this momentum going, anyone can stop Cody Rhodes and put an end to his Cruiserweight Championship title run. I guess we'll just have to see come WWE Over the Limit. Next up, brother of Jimmy Uso, who earlier on tonight lost. Unfortunately, Jey Uso as well, not very successful as he loses to Lord Tensai. I really think that Jimmy and Jey Uso must consider the big chance and opportunity of teaming up as a tag team. I believe that they will be much more efficient, much more deadly, and much more menacing to the WWE Universe as a team rather than singles competitors. So I think that that's something that they need to heavily consider come the next week's SmackDown show. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have Primo and Epico going up one-on-one against the Dudleys in the official #1 contenders match for the tag team titles. Primo and Epico win and are able to secure themselves to officially become the #1 contenders for Kofi Kingston's and R-Truth's tag team belts. Devon Dudley and Bully Ray put up a heck of a match, but unfortunately, they came up just a little bit short tonight. And our main event of the evening will be all three #1 contenders, or two of them are former #1 contenders and one is the current #1 contender, and that is of course Randy Orton. Mark Henry and Daniel Bryan will go to war here tonight in what will be a spectacular contest. We saw Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton put on a heck of a match over the past 2 episodes of SmackDown, and tonight we've got the world's strongest man added to that mix, so should be a heck of a match, and I am super excited to see how this one unfolds. Of course, this is also the match that will lead us into WWE Over the Limit. Make sure to stick around for, of course, our little hype machine for the pay-per-view, so be on the lookout for that. We've got a very solid card to be has been put together. Sorry about that stumble there. That has been put together for you guys already. Of course, as I mentioned before, I control only this Raw side of things, so I have booked the Intercontinental match, the WWE Championship match, the women's title match, but of course that also means that the SmackDown side of things will be booked completely by the Universe Mode, and I have no control over that. So here we go, opening big clothesline there by Randy Orton to the referee, and now, oh god, look at that stumble. The two heads of Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan collide. Daniel and Orton going to war there in the corner. Mark Henry almost taking his time, realizing that you should just let those two beat the holy hell out of each other and maybe step in when you see the opportunity strike. And speaking of opportunity strike, here he goes after Daniel Bryan. I don't think he realized that Orton was up already as well, though. And look at that now. Orton sending Mark Henry. Oh, God, very smart by Orton. That chop block takes down the big man. Of course, Mark Henry. And now Orton delivering the big right hands right here to the temple of Daniel Bryan, and the crowd is going bananas. Down goes Orton, though. My goodness, here we go. Daniel Bryan has got... Oh, I was just going to say he had Randy Orton in a lockup position there, in a headlock. but Orton was able to make his way out of there. Look at those reversals by Daniel Bryan. What an impressive athlete this guy is. I mean, absolutely spectacular how many choke holds and how many different varieties on counters and counters to counters. I mean, the guy is absolutely spectacular in the ring. Always fun to watch. What's Orton going for? And look at that. Bryan is literally just watching. I don't think he realizes that he needs to be involved in this match if he wants to win. But again, maybe his strategy is similar to what we saw Mark Henry implement earlier on in the match, where simply let the two go to war and then step in at the right time to try to take advantage of the situation. Look at that. Speaking of that, Orton does not seem to be implementing that type of strategy, something that might become costly and might cost him this particular triple threat match down the line. Orton now with the Thesz press to Mark Henry and the big right hands. Orton doing a really good job here of controlling both men, and he's sending Mark Henry to the ropes and puts his attention back to Daniel Bryan now. Bryan with a big arm breaker. God. Ugh, that was very dangerous. Of course, Orton suffered a very serious shoulder injury in his career, so something that he needs to watch out for, considering he's got a big World Heavyweight Championship match comes this Sunday. He needs to be careful to not allow himself to get injured here tonight. And of course, Mark Henry and Daniel Bryan still both believe that if they can win here tonight, they can still secure and position themselves to at least be involved in that match. Daniel Bryan has been campaigning to make the World Heavyweight Championship match a triple threat match between himself, Randy Orton, and Sheamus. And if he can score the pin here tonight, or the submission for that matter, I think, God, nice dodge there by Bryan as he hops up. But if he can get the victory here tonight, I think that will definitely, he will make a very strong case for the fact that he can be a part of that match. I would not mind seeing both Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan take on Sheamus come Sunday. So that will be definitely an intriguing aspect of the match. Oh God, nice lariat there by Daniel Bryan. My goodness, look at that though. Looks like Mark Henry and Daniel Bryan might be almost working on the same page here. What are they going for? What the heck? Are they setting up Orton? What is going on here? And look at that now. Oh God, Orton nearly did not kick out in time. That lariat was very effective. Mark Henry, realizing what was going on, slides in the ring and breaks up the count quickly. Out. Oh, I thought he was going to send him out. Oh God, look at that. That's that power slam that Randy Orton has made so patented at this point. And look at this. Mark Henry almost trying to one-up Daniel Bryan, showing him that he knows a thing or two about submissions as well. Nice showcase of skill there by the World's Strongest Man. Of course, World's Strongest Man has been out of action for the past 2 weeks after suffering those serious injuries after the match with Sheamus and the follow-up contest with Randy Orton. Oh God, look at that tilt-a-whirl power slam from Mark Henry. But now he seems to be at 100% health as he is targeting the Viper. And I'm telling you, Daniel Bryan and Mark Henry have almost teamed up here to take out the #1 contender, to hopefully position themselves as the #1 contender for the world title. A very interesting approach to the match here by the two. Oh God, look at that STO. Very impressive here. Look at the two. I'm telling you, they have teamed up here. Oh God, Orton tries to fire something back, but is unsuccessful. But now Orton, oh God, again, good counter by Daniel Bryan. My goodness, these two have been super duper impressive here tonight. Uh-oh, look at this now. Oh God, just when Orton thinks he's got some momentum going, he gets headbutted back into reality. And now Orton with a big European uppercut. And another one. And a big clothesline to the World's Strongest Man. The Thesz press. And Daniel Bryan is looking on. I think he realizes that he's going to need help in taking out the World's Strongest Man. Orton takes down Bryan now and follows that up with a big knee drop to the skull of Daniel Bryan. And again, delivers another Thesz press to Mark Henry. And look at this now. Orton has seemed to change his eyes to the one and only Daniel Bryan here. Okay, what's he going for now? Good counter there by Randy Orton. And now what's Orton going for? Oh God, he's going to deliver that over the ropes DDT, this time to Daniel Bryan. My God, what a move. I love seeing that maneuver in action. Absolutely impressive. God, there's that RKO out of nowhere. My God, I did not expect Randy Orton to go for the RKO there. Very, very effective. Orton has really impressed me with his ability to not only hit that RKO, but how he's gotten so much better at just being able to hit that maneuver absolutely out of nowhere. It has become an absolutely spectacular tool and move to see in action. Randy Orton, very impressive with that move, week in and week out here on SmackDown. Big body slam by Orton. Tries to hit an elbow drop, misses, but instead delivers a big clothesline to the face of Mark Henry and follows that up with a big knee drop. Very nicely done by Randy Orton. And now Orton, oh God, look at that. Daniel Bryan jumps in as Orton seemed to be going for a big clothesline on Mark Henry. And look at this now. Now Daniel Bryan going for that same exact submission that we saw Mark Henry go for. Uh-oh. What's Orton going for? Back suplex by Randy Orton, who now seems to be using the ropes. God, nice elbow drop there by Orton. And the Thesz press delivered to the World's Strongest Man. If you saw how the ring bounced at that moment, my God, now Mark Henry's busted wide open as well. The two men who have teamed up here tonight are not looking too good. The two of them look like they have taken the most damage from the Viper, Randy Orton. Orton very impressive here early on. He's going for the quick cover on the World's Strongest Man. Mark Henry won. And the kick out by Mark Henry. Daniel Bryan did not even need to bother to kick out or help out, as Mark Henry again hits that very effective World's Strongest Man. Sorry, not World's Strongest Slam, but the Tilt-A-Whirl Power Slam, I should say. Nice move there by Orton. Oh, look at that. A rake of the eyes by Daniel Bryan. What is the referee doing? Come on, ref. Pay attention, for God's sake. And look at this now. Orton fires back, misses the big clothesline, but he does not miss this. Oh, look at that. He gets a big clubbing blow to the back of the neck. And what's going on here? Bryan has got him in a position, maybe. Daniel Bryan, look at this now. And now Orton's ready to fire off. Here we go, the big clothesline by Randy Orton. And another one. And now Orton with the big power slam. My God, to Mark Henry. How the hell did he do that? How the hell did Orton just pull that one off? Absolutely spectacular. And look at this series of counters in the corner. Bryan delivers the big kick. And now Orton, a big clothesline. And another RKO to Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan has been the victim of the RKO. Why is Orton going for the pin on Mark Henry? That did not make a lot of sense to me. Maybe just a quick heat of the moment type of mistake. Orton with another pin. One. Oh God, and Bryan kicks out as well. Took a little too long there, Orton did. Oh, misses that shot. He tried to go for Mark Henry, trying to knock him off the apron, and maybe if he did, that would have been night-night for the World's Strongest Man, but unfortunately, he sticks around. Unfortunately for Orton, that is. And look at this now. Orton with a big counter and trying to deliver a couple of right hands and a big European uppercut to Daniel Bryan. Look at this now. Bryan with a big counter. Oh, God, nice counter by Bryan, but unfortunately, he's only able to score a 1 count there against the Viper Randy Orton, who now hits a big neck breaker on Bryan and takes down the head of Mark Henry with a big clothesline to the top. Oh God, nice move there. But to the top, Randy Orton headed, and now he hits a big drop kick from Daniel Bryan to the back of the neck. Up he goes, the Thesz press from Orton, and the right hands are pounding off the skull of Daniel Bryan. We've got a test of strength. I have to think that Mark Henry will win, and I was correct. Of course, Mark Henry, the World's Strongest Man. Oh God, that big bloody head just headbutted Randy Orton out of nowhere. Look at this. Oh God. Oh, come on. He just physically just tried to bust Randy Orton wide open. And Orton actually does seem to be bleeding right now. And now Orton with a counter out of nowhere. 1. God, nice kick out there. What's Orton going for now? Oh, the backbreaker to Daniel Bryan. Orton with the RKO to Mark Henry. After that backbreaker to Bryan. 1, 2. Oh, God, he wasn't even able to score the 2 count. Mark Henry is very, very impressive here tonight, able to absorb an exorbitant amount of damage. Out goes Bryan, eats a big power slam, and now Orton on the pin on him. 1. My goodness, what a match, ladies and gentlemen. You want to talk about a war going into Over the Limit? These three are putting up a heck of a match here tonight for us to enjoy. Daniel Bryan will be screaming, no, 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 right about now. Oh, God. No, 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 don't do this. Oh, God, what a DDT by Orton. What a DDT. And he just delivers a huge clothesline to the World's Strongest Man, Mark Henry, that is. Uh-oh. To the outside goes Orton, who now gets, taken out. Will Mark and Daniel go to war? Doesn't look like it. Looks like they just went their own separate ways. Daniel Bryan just went crazy. Did a springboard on the outside for no apparent reason. Oh, look at that. A collision of heads. The two powerhouses of Randy Orton and Mark Henry not equivalent powerhouses, but still powerhouses nonetheless. Uh-oh. What's Bryan going for? My God! It's almost like Bryan heard me talk about powerhouses, and he delivers a powerhouse maneuver as he just spears Randy Orton through that guardrail. What a battle. This is a heck of a triple threat contest going into the Over the Limit pay-per-view. Orton's still in this somehow. My God, how is Randy Orton even moving after getting speared by Daniel Bryan? Uh-oh, Bryan now with a big shot. Oh, God. And even a worse boot right to the side of the head. Right to the ear area of the Viper, Randy Orton. My goodness, look at that. Mark Henry going for the pin. Daniel's not even trying to break it up, and Mark Henry scores himself a victory. What the heck just happened there? Mark Henry just positioned himself to potentially be in that matchup. Randy Orton eats a big spear, and out of nowhere, Mark Henry scores himself a victory. Daniel Bryan did not even try to break that up. What a turn of events. The world's strongest man positions himself to potentially be a part of that World Heavyweight Championship match. Make sure to tune in to Over the Limit. Will it now be a triple threat match? Will it be Mark Henry, Randy Orton, and Sheamus going to war? Or will it still be only Randy Orton and Sheamus? What will happen? Tune in to the next episode of WWE Universe Mode on the Blitzwinger channel to find out. How will this damn thing unfold? I am just as intrigued as all of you. And there you have it. Mark Henry is celebrating his victory. An absolutely spectacular victory here tonight in what was a hell of a match. Pay-per-view quality match, I must say. An incredible triple threat contest between these three men. They put their bodies on the line to put on a hell of a match. And Mark Henry walks out victorious to the surprise of many, including myself. Well, there you have it, guys. If you enjoyed this episode of WWE Universe Mode here on the Blitzwinger channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share the videos and favorite the videos. That would help me out a ton. Make sure to tune in next time as we take a look at WWE Over the Limit. Just to run down the card, we've got a heck of a card lined up for you. We've got an opening contest where the tag team titles will be put on the line as Kofi Kingston and R-Truth defend their belts against Primo and Epico. Should be a hell of a match to open up the show. We've got Alicia Fox defending her title against Beth Phoenix. Should be a heck of a match as well. We've got Mark Henry now officially joined the #1 contender spot. We just received it from the back. The board of directors has approved that Mark Henry will be a part of the World Heavyweight Championship match. So it will be the Viper Randy Orton, Mark Henry, and Sheamus. Sheamus's chances just went down to actually being able to retain his title. So it's a very big likelihood that we will see a title change come this Sunday at WWE Over the Limit. So of course we have that match. On top of that, we will see Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger put their differences finally to rest as they go to war in a one-on-one match. Should be a spectacular technical contest. Make sure to not miss that one out. And it's still not over, ladies and gentlemen, because we will have RYBACK defending his newly acquired Intercontinental Championship against The Miz. Should be a hell of a match there as well. Of course, The Miz making his opinion known this past Monday Night Raw, where he came out and delivered the skull-crushing finale to RYBACK in that match against Drew McIntyre. And finally, the night will end out with a spectacular WWE Championship match, as it will be the People's Champion, The Rock, finally earning himself the #1 contender spot to go one-on-one with the voice of the voiceless, the best in the world, the self-proclaimed best wrestler in the world, one of the longest reigning WWE champions of all time, CM Punk. Make sure to tune in this Sunday to WWE Over the Limit. It should be a hell of a pay-per-view. We'll see you there, guys. Peace out. See you later. Again, don't forget to show support to the series. Share, favorite, like, subscribe. Always leave your comments and opinions in the comment section below. Peace out, guys. We'll see you later.